Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong.
Hello everyone, this is the BMW M240i and we're here to see if this really is worth it as a used car now.
Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
So guys, we're here with the BMW M240i and I really do love this generation of 2 Series because it was really just an evolution of the E82 1 Series, which is my all-time favorite BMW model line. And while with this, it really is such a 2 Series at heart. You know, it looks like a regular 2 Series, apart from the M240i badge that you have over here with the M badging right over there. The 2 exhaust pipes that just protrude, which are M performance exhaust from the factory, probably a crapper bitch. It really does look like a regular 2 Series. There's not much details that you can tell that this is a more high performance car. And for someone like me, that's something I like. You know, in the way I dress, in the way like I usually talk a lot. I don't like being outlandish and brash most of the time. So this really is something that suits my personality and something that suits my type of love of a car. And if you come alongside here, much of it is still a 2 Series, apart from the wheels that you see over there. Those are not on a regular 2 Series or 220i. And silver door mirror caps over here, that really is another way you can tell that this is sort of a different 2 Series. And with a bit of carbon fiber just going on along here, this car really is a kind of a bit less standard than usual, because with the regular 240i you don't have these eyelets with carbon fiber here, you don't have the front splitter, which is really just plastic at the end of the day, and of course you have the blacked out BMW badge. That is not standard from factory. Pretty sure it is, but I had to double check that. And majority of this car really is a standard car, and I really love that about this car. It's not gauche, it's not in your face, but when you want to get on this car, you will beat everyone off the line, because with the B58 underneath it, of which we'll get to in a minute, it really is a powerhouse. This has been titled as BMW's best engines probably of all time, apart from like the S motors and much of the other BMW platforms as well. But now let's actually head onto the inside so that we can see if having this as a used car now actually makes sense.
Okay guys, we are now in the BMW M240i. Obviously there's a trend going around of BMW drivers who have the M, which people are actually calling a fake M, as it is not a direct M. But at the end of the day, for what this car is, I think it does deserve having the M title in it, or on it, or however you want to perceive it being an M car. From the engine to the exhaust to the subtle little M details, it does have a bit of M DNA running through it. Now coming to the interior of the car, the quality is obviously really good. It is still a BMW, it is still German. So obviously you have a really nice leather steering wheel, you have soft touch running along here as well, yeah, with some really nice silver accents running alongside throughout the car, especially running through the center console here and around the doors and the sides and all over. Now there's not much M detailing inside the car other than having a very subtle M badge there. There's not even an M badge in your gauge cluster there or running along anywhere else, but apart from that you do get some lovely blue stitching running along the seats, which are phenomenal. They are really comfortable. The car is very spacious inside here. I mean, you've got loads of headroom. If you can see here, there is phenomenal headroom in here. You do also have a really nice view outside thanks to the sunroof. And then you do have the standard BMW infotainment system. Eugene can touch a bit on that now. And yeah, there's not many complaints about the car. The car is very simplistic inside and out, which is really lovely inside something like this, because it just delivers well. It is really just good. It's a very solid car, I could say. There's a lot of space. The seats are super comfortable. There's a lot of good quality around it, and it's just built absolutely well. There's literally no complaints from me sitting in the driver's side, especially for something of this caliber inside. I mean, it isn't set apart too far from a 2 Series or 220, I should say, from the same generation, but that's also what can keep it quite cool. It gives it a bit of a sleeper factor, if you were to ask me. I mean, apart from some of the blue colorings and other little slight details like that, you can spec an M220i, M being not an actual M, just the kit, to look like an M240i on the inside, and very similar outside as well. So yeah, from this side of view, other than the little M badge there and a few details such as stitching and slight blue coloring around, There's not too much different inside, but also again, no complaints. Everything feels good. The flappy pedals feel really nice to handle, and yeah, there's just no complaints. Lots of space. You've got obviously 2 cup holders here, some nice storage over here. This is all done manually. Very nice side bins. There's a lot of space on the sides here to deal with some general stuff. So yeah, let's see what Eugene has to say about it on his side from the passenger point of view.
Okay, so now I'm on the left-hand side of this car, and I really do have to talk about the older iDrive system. Now, it is not a touchscreen because, well, BMW realized that having a touchscreen would actually mess up the screen with all the fingerprints and everything. Me personally, I kind of like touchscreens. That just tells me that a car really is technologically advanced. But then again, that's my opinion, and that's what I like. So you literally have to control it with the dial over here, and it's actually still pretty quick to this day. You know, it's everything that you need. You have the multimedia, you have radio. A lot of the things that a standard infotainment system has, this already has. You know, you can even go into vehicle information right there, and you can see the trip computer, how many kilometers it's done, the last service. You know, you really do have everything on here, and I mean everything. It is an older screen, so with much of like even the 2019 versions, they did enlarge the screen, so like these corners over here would be enlarged so that you can see much more better, much more clearer. But then again, I'm just nitpicking, and as you can see over there, fuel consumption is about 14.2 liters per 100 Ks. Yes, it's not the most economical car, but when you're buying a B58, I don't think you're really going to be worrying or stressing about fuel that much. And as you can hear, the exhaust is still very loud. Let's go for a drive. Yeah, and because this car is out of petrol, I had to put some form of petrol inside this, because it is a 6-cylinder at the end of the day, and a 6-cylinder will eat some form of petrol. So off the bat, how does it feel? It feels like a regular 2 Series, as I said in the beginning, and we have a TTRS just way over.
Sorry guys, just to add, I know the owner of this TTRS, and it's running over 500 kilowatts. It is the Boss TTRS, and he runs an 8.5 second quarter mile in this TTRS, 8 to 9 second quarter mile in that thing. So that is absolute machine. Very cool to see. But let's head over back to Eugene now.
Yeah, it really does feel like a regular 2 Series, as I said before. And well, it really is very, very nice. And well, if we were to race this car, I'm pretty sure we're losing, but for sure we would be keeping up with this in a very long while. And we have a Luma CLRRS over there, and it's just phenomenal that we still get to do these things. Sorry, I'm busy mixing up my words because I'm just driving a 240i. You know, every time I watch these videos or I watch these cars just go past, I'm like, one day. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you keep liking, keep subscribing, because there are more content cars like this coming in the near future as well. It's very docile, it's very plain. You wouldn't really even know that it's something much more than a 2 Series. Just have to catch my breath, and sadly there's traffic right now, but on the upside you can clearly see how it works in traffic. You know, it's not shaking around, it's not jittering around, it's still a regular car until we get on it, and then you'll see what I'm talking about, that this is not a standard 220i or a 220d. So now at least traffic is going. I know you guys want a sound clip of this. Yeah. And the seatbelt tightens very much. It tightens you very much. Oh, the burbles. The burbles, people, the burbles. Oh, it's so nice, and it's so comfortable. Get back on here. Oh, the M Performance exhaust really does make this car just feel that bit more engaging to drive, and as you can hear, I hope it's coming across very good on camera. Oh, the pops and the bangs. And we have a Z4. Maybe we should just try and catch him a bit. Yeah. I'm not even using full throttle, guys. That's just half, by the way. That's just half throttle. I'm not even using the full capacity of this car. We'll get onto a you have to say about this?
So guys, sitting in the passenger side, again, it is a German car, it is a BMW, it is comfortable, well built, well managed, well looked after. It is a BMW at the end of the day, and just like its fellow German brothers and sisters in Audi and Mercedes, they are always going to be solid cars. And yeah, this definitely has M DNA in it. As I said, I think that people don't respect the M badge on the M240i as much as they should. I mean, if you just hear this B58 in person, I mean, I don't know if the camera brings it through as much as what it should, especially with this very stunning exhaust from BMW on it. It just sings. It's like a glorious 6-cylinder noise, not one that's too shouty or too abrupt, but it's just near perfect in terms of synthetic noise. And these pops and bangs and burbles are just right as well. I mean, the car just performs well. It handles well, it delivers well, and obviously, even on these bumpier roads, yeah, it is still very comfortable. It still feels really good inside, especially from the passenger side. I mean, we have tons of space in the car. You don't ever feel cramped or like you have too little space. And again, the car just performs absurdly well.
And to think like that this is a used car, and to think you can just do this. That is really, really fast. That is really fast. I mean, when you step on this car, you are growing. The B58 just keeps pulling and hogging. But that's the thing about this car. It's been praised so much by how much torque it just delivers at any gear, at any RPM. And also, I think we forgot to touch on it. The 8-speed ZF gearbox in this is so phenomenal. It really does act like a regular DCT, which you didn't really realize with something that has a single clutch rather than a dual clutch. But technology now has come so far that it's made a regular gearbox feel like a race car's gearbox. It's really phenomenal. It's really nice. The suspension is a bit rough, but then again, it is a two-door coupe. That's what you expect when you're buying something like this. And I didn't touch on the price. It's about 410,000 Rand. And the fact that you get that for 410,000 Rand is honestly glorious. You know, I can do this all day and it just picks up just like that. No moments of wait, just picks up. With the twin scroll turbo inline 6-cylinder, it just delivers no matter what RPM you are at, no matter what gear you are in. Oh, this is so nice. It's so nice and so calm and so and everything. It's making me lose my words a bit. And there's an M135i 4-door, which I do kind of miss with this generation of BMW when they still made driver's cars. This is a driver's car. You can feel it in the steering, you can feel it in the suspension. Even when you look at it, it really is a driver's car. And with the sound over there, it's, yeah. Alright, let me go back down into comfort so that it just doesn't keep pinging at me. Let me go a bit slower here. Wow, yo, I can't get rid of how much pops and bangs this car makes. It just makes me put a smile on my face every single time. It's so phenomenal in here. It's just so phenomenal. You can literally floor it at any RPM. I won't do it right now because there's a car in front of me and the road is a bit rough. But it's clearly used as a performance car. BMW knew when they were making this engine to put it in this sort of car. I have driven this engine variation in other BMWs in the form of the M140i, the 340i and the 440i. And I remember when I first drove the 340i, I just remember to myself how usable this car is. You know, it's been praised as BMW's greatest engines ever made because it's both reliable and very, very, very tunable, that you can make so much power and still have the reliability at the end of the day, because it was in construction with the Toyota Supra, and we're still trying to get a review on that, but it really is a phenomenal car. So, and the shifts, even in comfort mode, they're still very quick, no matter what RPM you're at. brakes just wow. Ah, you need these brakes. You need these brakes. It's such a dual personality car. I mean, you can just, you saw in the video right there on the clip, I just floored it and I was accelerating faster than the speed limit probably. I wouldn't say what speed I was going, but it really has dual personality. You can use this car every day if you wanted to, unless it's raining, and then you probably will be spinning out most of the time. But it really is a phenomenal car. You know, to sum up my words, as a used car, this really has become something to actually think about and look at. You know, with the new M240i costing at around 900,000 Rand towards R1 million, it becomes a bit of a hard sell, because at that price you do really get a lot of cars for that price. And of course, as an A45, because we are in the Sandton Fourways area. But at like almost R1 million, it does start to feel like you're missing out on some things. You know, you're still starting off with the 2 Series. I'm not saying it's a bad car, but there is a lot more cars that you can buy for the price. I can buy an Audi R8, I can buy a GTR even for 1.2, 1.3 million Rand, just a bit more. But yeah, to sum up my words, as a used car, this is a phenomenal car, but we'll tell you the rest about it when we actually get back there. So guys, what do we think about the M240i? It's a phenomenal car. As a used car now, this really does make it maybe one of the best in its class. I mean, for 400, you do get a lot of older M cars and a lot of older AMGs. But because this is still a brand new car, brand new-ish, about 8 years old, you really are getting a lot. You know, you get the two-door coupe, you get the B58, I think you heard that a lot in the video. You get the 8-speed ZF gearbox. And well, it's a phenomenal car. That's what I can say. After driving it, it's really a phenomenal car. Now that it's used, yeah, just come down to Lizzie Seika, so that if you want to pick this car up, you can just hit up our guys here at Lizzie Seika VW Fourways. And while we hope you've enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, because well, there's a lot more of these coming along in the future. Thank you.